going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on the Bronco again. Today we're going to be doing a quick little cosmetic install. So on the Bronco Raptor, just like on the F-150 Raptor and just like how I have on my TRX as well, there are grill marker lights, the amber markers that kind of go up inside here, just for reference sake. You can see them on the TRX, they have them in the little hood scoop. So on the Bronco Raptor, they have them installed in the grill. I'm always a really big fan of that look, so we're going to be adding them onto the Wildtrak. So company makes a kit. That's what we're going to be installing over here. I do believe it's called Bronco LED. I'll go ahead and I'll throw it up on the screen, but they make a full plug and play kit. As you can see right here, it has the three amber markers, as well as like an add fuse and all the wiring and zip ties that I'll need to go ahead and get this installed. So I'm gonna go ahead, open this up, and then we'll go ahead, disassemble the grill, pull that out, throw these in, wire it all up, and we should be good to go. So stay tuned and let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's go ahead and open this up and have a look at everything. So we got our positive here that we're going to be throwing into the fuse box. It's nice because it already comes all wired up for you in the nice weatherproof sheathing. So for the money, good quality. You know, it's not just, you know, spliced together. And then as you can see right here, got the three amber lights, and then your negative, and again, positive, then some zip ties just to tie everything up. So let's go ahead and throw these into the grill now. Pop the hood. Oh, I forgot this doesn't have the strut on it. 1 second. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's something they should really install on the Bronco, a hood strut down here. But all right, what we're gonna have to do is go ahead and get this grill out. So I'm assuming we're gonna have to pull this little shroud up. So that has all like these little push things. So let's go ahead, get that done, and then I'll check in with you guys after that. All right, now that the shroud's off, we just got to go ahead and remove these bolts right down in here. I believe it might just be those 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, yeah, I think we could go ahead and pull that grill off once those are off. All right, so the grill is off. Like I said, it's just those 4 bolts along the top there, and you just have to remove that top shroud to get to the bolts. One thing I will say is that this Bronco doesn't have the front camera or like the little nozzle for like spraying all that off, so I didn't have to disconnect any of that. But if you do have that, you will have a little connection like up here that you just need to remove before you could go ahead and pull the grill off. But let's go ahead. Now what we have to do is remove these torque bits inside here to expose this little area so we can actually get the lights installed in there, and then it all gets kind of clamped down together and held in place once you go ahead and remove that. So I'm going to throw this up on the workbench and we'll start disassembling it. So T25 bit, go ahead, start removing all of these. Okay guys, so there it is. It just kind of placed into position now. Went ahead and just zip tied the excess wiring loom to the little brackets on there just to try and clean this up, so that when we install it I could go ahead and pull this up out of position so it's not going to be visible through the little slots, and then it'll all be covered and compressed by this as well. That will go ahead and hold the actual ambers into position. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up, and then we can go ahead and start installing it back onto the Bronco. So far, this has only taken me about 10 minutes, so it's relatively simple to do. So as you can see, all three of them are in there. It's 2 spaces, and then 3, 3, 2. You can see the wiring harness is coming up from here. This will all be tied underneath that radiator shroud. So all we gotta do is go ahead and install it back onto the truck. All right, so the grill is back installed now. You saw me put it in there. You just want to make sure to line it up on one side, click it in, and then go along the bottom. Make sure you push all those push pins back into position along the bottom, and then it'll just line up and you can just click it back in there. You also want to make sure that these 2 spikes, one up here, one up there, they line up. So it's always pretty smart. Try and get that in first, and then the rest of it will just all more or less line up together. Then you can see up here, we got the wiring loom sticking out from 3 positions. Then I went ahead and just kind of zip tied it to the radiator support right up here. So all of this is going to be covered anyway by that one radiator shroud. So that's just to like tidy it up a little bit. And then I have the negative and positive running right over here. All right, so I went ahead, got it all wired up. Got the negative grounded off of the negative battery terminal. And then for the positive, you can see over here, in their instructions, it calls for a slot 21, but on my Bronco, that power source doesn't draw any power. So I went ahead and I tapped it off of fuse 63 location, which is right here, just to give you reference. So I removed the 10 amp fuse that was in there, added it to the add a fuse, and then plugged this directly into the fuse box. So with doing that, it does give us power. So let me go ahead, close all this up, set you down, and then you can see firsthand if it worked or not. I'm sure it will. So let me go turn it on real quick. Heck yeah, it looks awesome. So yeah, relatively simple. Let me just go ahead. I gotta throw the shroud back on there, and then we'll wrap it up. All right guys, so we got them both on now. We got the TRX with the stock ones, and now we got the Bronco with the Bronco LED Raptor kit. So super cool. I'm always a sucker for these amber lights. I did it on my Rebel as well. But yeah, super simple install, more or less plug and play. Takes about, I don't know, maybe an hour to do so. So really simple, and gives a nice little accent onto your Bronco. So yeah guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Quick short install video. Like, subscribe. More TRX content coming pretty soon. It seems like you guys really prefer the TRX over the Bronco, but Bronco's pretty cool too, and we got a lot of stuff planned for it. But like I said, TRX coming at you pretty soon. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.